A military jury in Virginia has found U.S. Navy SEAL Matthew McCabe not guilty in the alleged assault of an Iraqi suspect in the murders of 4 Americans in Fallujah. 2 other Navy SEALs accused of covering up the assault were also acquitted last month.
And Petty Officer Matthew McCabe joins us right now from Norfolk, Virginia. Matthew, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning.
We have been watching your case, and I know you know that a lot of people across this country have been praying for you that you would be exonerated, and you were. How do you feel today?
I feel outstanding. This is the best I've felt in definitely a long time. I'm just happy it's all over with and I can move on.
It took 1 hour and 40 minutes, Matt, for it to come out, the verdict to come out. In that 1 hour and 40 minutes, were there any indications that it would come out this good?
There was no indications other than what we, you know, all the evidence presented at the trial. But we were all very confident that I was going to be found not guilty.
Mm-hmm.
So, Matthew, so many people were troubled by this case, many Americans, because they said, how could 3 Navy SEALs who are fighting for our country and capturing terrorists to keep us safe, how could they possibly go on trial for something that many said actually never happened, that you actually never punched this alleged terrorist, right?
Yes, that is very true. You know, I don't really know how it happened, but it did. But thank God it's over, and we all came out on top, and now we can move on with our careers.
Absolutely. Just out of curiosity, from your perspective, okay, so you got the terrorist, and he said, yeah, he punched me in the lip. But then you've got this other petty officer, a fellow by the name of Kevin DiMartino. He says that you socked the guy in the gut. Why did he say that?
Yes, he did say that, and that is false.
But why did he say it, Matthew?
I'm not going to comment. I'm not sure whether it was to cover up something. It was to cover up something that happened, but I'm really not allowed to comment on anything else.
Cover up something that you were involved in or that he was involved in?
No, not that we were involved in. Possibly something that he was involved in, or the detainee. I mean, there's a lot of possible situations that could have happened, but like I said, I'm really not at liberty to discuss all that.
I mean, that's the thing that a lot of people looked at, and they said, this is a fellow military guy accusing a military guy. You just happen to be with the elite SEALs. So that's what made people say, wait, I wonder what really happened here. Now, one of his superiors said that this guy, DiMartino, would often be seen ridiculing the war and emotionally crying a lot, getting very emotional. Did that come out in court at all?
Yes, that did come out in court.
And what do you think that played into the case? His maybe emotional instability?
That's definitely a possibility.
Can you describe what you saw happen that day from your perspective, Matt, because you couldn't talk for the longest time? Bring us through those moments. You got this guy who you've been tracking for 2 years, a most wanted terrorist in our midst. This is great news for the country and for the war effort. Bring us through the moments.
Well, you know, we were all very happy that we were able to go get this guy and bring him in, and I mean, that's basically it.
Was he baiting you?
You know, excuse me?
Was he baiting you into getting physical with him? Was he taunting you? Was he being cooperative?
No. Yes, he actually was being very cooperative.
Matthew, what did this do to the morale of the Navy SEALs to know that the people who are fighting for our safety are actually the ones on trial?
You know, I think that considering that all 3 outcomes were not guilty and everything did go in our favor, I don't think it's going to have any impact at all on the morale of any other SEALs or any other military members.
Let me ask you this. Do you think that there's a war on terror?
Yes, I do.
Why?
Just because there are very bad people out there that want to cause harm to the United States day in and day out. So I think there is a constant threat to the United States.
Indeed, you said it exactly right. All right, Matthew, congratulations. You've been exonerated. Where do you go from here? What's next?
I am going to go join my team right now in training, and I'm going to continue with my career and just be very thankful that this all turned out very well and just move on.
Hey, Matt, I just have one exit question. Do the terrorists know about our court system? Do they know how we factor in our own civil rights into their well-being, and are they playing the system against you and others who want to bring them to justice?
Yes, that is definitely a possibility. They are trained to do that.
And claim abuse and get guys like you into court?
Yes, yes.
So you think that guy bit his lip to make it look like you socked him?
Again, that is definitely a possibility.
Well, we're all honored to speak with you today, Matthew, and to your other compatriots who continue to fight this war on terror to keep the rest of us safe here. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
All right, Navy SEAL Matt McCabe found innocent on all counts. It took an hour and 40 minutes. He got the verdict he was looking for, as did his other two cohorts. Remember, they had a chance just to get a reprimand. They said, no, give me a trial. I'll prove my innocence, and it happened.
They wanted their day in court.